So, welcome to Yank Your Yarn at Camp Yarnsie. What we are going to do here tonight is I am going to showcase the items from my Etsy shop that I think are going to be the best choices for gifts for those of you who know a knitter or a crocheter or a weaver, or for those of you who know such people. So we will get right into those products right away. And here we go. So now we have the identifier markers, or what I like to call the what the markers. These are markers that will help you keep your place in your project. Starting with the what the stitch comes next identifier markers for knitting. They use standard knitting abbreviations and come on rings or on lobster clasps. And you can also get custom ones if you like. After that come the what the crochet hook was I using the standard letter sizes of your crochet hooks. Then there are the what the knitting needle was I using. They also lock into your project using either metric sizes or in the standard US sizes. And up next are the what the row am I on? The weaver's row markers. And weavers do actually use them, and they tell me that they work great. So those are all the identifier markers. Now, starting with the first ones, the what the stitch comes next. You can see here that these are standard knitting abbreviations. They're on the 10 rings or on the lobster clasps. Now, if there is an abbreviation you do not see in my shop, I'd be more than happy to make it for you, as long as it is a not an over maximum number of letters. I can't do very long words. And then on the lobster clasps, things like right side, wrong side, increase that you can move easily about in your projects. A good reason to use one like a right side or a wrong side, or a particular increase, is if you are doing, say, like an asymmetrical shawl, you want to use that increase marker on your side that you do the increase on, so that you're doing the increases on the correct side of your asymmetrical shawl. Now, the way that these come in, they are, you can mix and match in sets of 3, sets of 5, and in the particular of the what the stitch comes next, you'll see they're all the cuss words, censored or uncensored. Well, let me show you those here on the second camera. You know how it is. You're just moving right along in your project, but something terrible happens and you need to mark that place so you can fix it later, but you want to use some swear words. These are actually the censored swear words. I do also make them in an uncensored set for when you really need to let your swear freak flag fly, like I do. But I was raised by a sailor. I can't help it. So next in the what the markers are the what the crochet hook was I using, because you know how it is. You're working along in your crochet project, and because it's a closed stitch, your crochet hook doesn't stay with your project. It gets jettisoned. It's stuck behind your ear. It's in the sofa cushion. The dog took it. So the way these work is that this is on a locking earring back, so it can lock very easily into your project. And these have the letter of the standard crochet hooks. And I had the letters D through M. So 10 different sizes there should reach most of the different size crochet hooks that you use. And again, just like the other what the identifier markers, you can mix and match in sets of 3, in sets of 5, or you can get a set of all 10 for $20. So that is D through M on a ring all together for $20, which makes a really great gift for those of you who have friends that crochet. And this is the set there on the ring of all the crochet hooks. Now, I will tell you that because these are on earring hooks, you can wear them in your ears. So, you know, if you have an initial that starts with D through M, they would make nice earrings, but I will tell you, these are not fine jewelry. These are lead-free and nickel-free, but if you have a sensitivity to non-precious metals, I do not recommend putting these in your ears. I don't want anyone to get hurt from any of my projects. So next were the what the knitting needle was using, and these also come in the standard US sizes as well as the standard metric sizes. And these also you can mix and match, you know, with the same sets of 3, sets of 5, but I've also made these sets of 6. And as you can see here, this is sizes 10 in the US sizes. I take that back. Yes, US 10 all the way up to US 17, and then the corresponding ones in the millimeters as well. So I have 3 curated sets in those. The small sizes, like the sock sizes, then the medium sizes, and then also what I call the tree trunk sizes. But those you can also mix and match the way you like. Sets of 3, sets of 5, and then of course the sets of 6, as you can see here on the screen, are $15. Just like the crochet hook ones, these also come on a locking earring back, so they do lock easily into your project. Now, of course, the question is, why would you need to use something like this? Well, if you're like me and you have way too many projects going at once, and if you use interchangeable needle sets, I have been known to harvest my needle tips so I can do a new project with them. What these can do then is you hook this into the project that you took the needle tips from, and then that way when you get back to that project, you'll remember, oh geez, what size needle was I using? Well, when it's locked into your project, you can tell. Also, if you swatch and you do swatches of a couple of different needle sizes, it's always recommended to wash and then lightly block your swatch. Well, these would be really good to lock into your project while it is being washed and then lightly blocked, so that you remember, oh, that I did on a size US 7, and this one I did on a size US 8. These are all made with copper parts, so they're not going to rust on you. Of course, you know, you do want to keep them dry, but they do lock in very nicely because they are, again, the same kind of earring backs. So that's just a really good way to keep your swatches organized. Those are the what the knitting needle was I using. And then the very last sets were the what the row am I on for weavers. Now these are just cute little sets of 5 markers there. These only come in sets of 5. They also come on the locking earring backs. They are $13 for the set of 5. Various colors available. I have these. I think I call these unicorn farts. And then there's like orange and red, different kinds of multicolors. And as you saw in the video, the numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or I can custom make if you prefer a different kind of number set, so that when you're weaving, you know exactly where you are. And like you saw in the video there, this friend of mine, Chicky Knits Yarns, and she is just a really neat lady. Follow her on Instagram. She is also a fabulous photographer. She uses them for when she does her weaving because she tends to watch TV, and she says she loves them. So obviously they work really, really well. So those are the what the row am I on weavers markers. And so those are all of the what the identifier markers. And they will help you keep in place, which all of us need when we do our projects. Now we are going to get into some more recent additions to the Yank Your Yarn catalog of stuff. So first up is one of the supersize stash sets. These are sets of 30, and they come in a handy storage tin. So I have these in both round stitch markers as well as the square stitch markers. Now the classic round stitch markers, they come in a multicolor, bunch of colors, and they come in all the sizes again. That is US 1 all the way up to 15. You can get a set of 30 in each of those sizes. I also have the hip to be square stitch markers in all 4 of the neon bead sizes, and oh my gosh, they also glow under black light. What other reason do you need? So the thing is why do you need a set of 30 stitch markers? Well, if you remember late last fall, a certain designer by the name of Stephen West came out with another fabulous pattern that needed 54 stitch markers. Now, I have 54 stitch markers because I make the stitch markers, but you might not have 54 stitch markers or even 30 stitch markers. So that's why I started making these sets in a tin. Now, they do come with a handy storage tin, set of 30, like I said before, and I'll show you here on a second camera. These are the round ones. These are actually, I believe, in the size 10. The round ones do only come in the multicolor, and they have an iridescent gold bead. Now, these are the ones that I hand coil out of copper wire, so they are not magnetic. They are not going to stick to any kind of magnet because they are not ferrous. But these do come in all of the sizes that I have available, the US 1 to US 15, and all of these fabulous multicolors. Then there are the square stitch markers, the hip to be square stitch markers. Now you also get 30 of those in a tin. These happen to be the size US 3. They also come in the size US 6, that's 4 millimeters, US 8, which is 5 millimeters, and then US 11 in the 8 millimeters, and all of those are handmade with the fabulous 1980s fluorescent neon beads because, you know, hey, hip to be square, Huey Lewis was the bomb. And like I said, those are a set of 30 in the tin, and they are $25 for the set of 30. Make sure you let me know what size markers that you want, and you'll get your supersize stash building set of stitch markers. So what I have to show you now are the magnetic stitch markers. Yes, I finally got magnetic stitch markers into the shop. People were asking me for them. Now we got them. These come in a set of 30, and they come in 2 different sizes. There is US 10, which is 6 millimeters, and then smaller ones, US 6 in 4 millimeters. These come in a set of 30 with the included tin. So not only are there the 2 separate sizes, there is also a mixed size set. So what we have here is the tin with the 30 stitch markers in it. The markers themselves are made out of a powder coated steel. So the powder coating will keep that steel from rusting, which we certainly don't want our stitch markers to rust. And it also puts the color onto the stitch markers and makes them look like a little basket full of peeps. Let me show them to you on the second camera. So here we go. Here are the stitch markers right there in a tin. You can see they're not falling out. Of course, when you need them to come out, they will come out. And you can see here what a great bright bunch of pretty colors these are. It's still not even quite all of them. They stay very strongly inside that tin. And then if you accidentally drop these onto your shag carpet, which is, you know, known to happen, you can just take the tin. There is a magnet on the back, and you can just go like that. And there you go. You've picked up all the stitch markers. Now the magnet's not terribly strong. Of course, you just saw that one fall out there, but it will work very well for you. They are very nicely, brightly colored. And because there is the magnet on the included tin, you can stick that tin on the refrigerator, on a hood of your car, wherever you'd like that to be. Now these do come in the set of 30 for $25. It does include the magnetic tin. So when you order these, make sure you order the all size 6, all size 10, or the half and half size 6 and size 10. And you can get all of those at the Etsy shop right up there above my head, Yank Your Yarn at Etsy.com. Those are the magnetic stitch markers. Now, another gift set that I have available here in the shop are what I'm calling the basic box sets. Now, I know a lot of these sound really familiar, but they're all very different. The basic box sets are a way to enhance your stash, or are a way that, say, if you're a beginning knitter, to get some stitch markers, right away. These come in a set where you get 20 regular stitch markers in 2 different sizes, 10 each, 2 different sizes, and then a set of 5 reverse clippy double-sided markers. And then I have them divided into different size sets. As you saw there, there's a sock set, a medium-sized set. Here's the big needles, and then you also saw the square set. So I'll show you here, right here. This is a basic box set. It comes in a little box like this, where each compartment opens separately, which is very handy. This one happens to be the middle of the road set. And so it has the 3 different kind of stitch markers there. I'll stick these under the second camera so you can see them a little bit better. There is the set of size 10. There is a set of 10 in the size US 6. And then there are the 5 reverse clippy markers, all in this great box that locks closed. So then that way you have this all ready to go into your project bag, and you can separate them out by size, and they're very handy. And of course, they also make a great gift, especially for beginning knitters. I would recommend either the square set, because they're fabulous and they're square, or the middle of the road set, because most knitters like to have a good stash of size US 10 and a size 6, US 6 stitch markers in their arsenal of stitch markers in their knitting project bag. And those come together in a set. It's a set of 25 markers in multiple sizes for $25, and it does also include the box. So those are all of the multiple stash building sets of stitch markers here in the shop at Yank Your Yarn Etsy, and you can get them all right there at the Etsy link. I'm very excited to have them. They are the chain row counters. No chain of fools here. These are counters that utilize a chain shape to count the rows in your project. Now, I have 3 different sizes available in the back on the square chain gang. They do come with instructions on how to use them. They are available in a size US 3, as well as a size US 6 and a size US 8 in the square links. All of these do come with the Progress Keeper. Then I also have the cats in the cradle again that use cat-shaped links, and these fit needles up to a size 10.5. And then for fun, I also have them in a triangle-shaped link for knitting on the dark side of the moon. For you Pink Floyd fans, you recognize that album cover pretty well. Well, let me show them to you here on the second camera. There's the knitting on the dark side of the moon. I have those in a size 13, as well as in a size US 8 and in a size US 6. And it features a rainbow charm there, as well as the Progress Keeper, which is a sun shape. And then for the cats in the cradle again, with the cat-shaped links there, with a little black cat, a little charm there, and then a coordinating Progress Keeper there too. So the question is, how the heck do you use one of these things? Well, they come out like this. essentially, just like that. Each of the links are numbered. And so we'll go back to the second camera for this one. Let me scooch over to show them to you, and I'll go ahead and move those out of the way. So here is the knitted piece, okay? Now the chain row counter comes with the lobster clasp on the end so that you can clip this to your project so it doesn't go flying off there. Now the link for the row that you're on is actually the link to the left of a number. So say this is row 2. So you would actually put that over the link, or put the link through the one that's to the left of the number 2. Now that works for when it's number 2, but say you're on row 52. Well, that's where you take your progress keeper here and clip it to the link that is to the left of the number rows you're on by tens. So this denotes row 50 because it's the progress keeper there to the left, and then that's row 52, like that. And so that is, in a nutshell, how you use a chain row counter. And then, of course, if you're not currently using it, well, it makes a pretty fabulous bracelet too, if you really think so. And they're also just really a lot of fun to use. These are all handmade. I do hand make all of these, and they also do make a wonderful gift for a knitter in your life. Those are the chain row counters, and so they do come with the square links or the cat-shaped links or the triangular links. And those do come by the each. They come with the progress keeper all packaged together, and they are $25 for the chain row counter with its progress keeper. Those are the chain style row counters, all handmade here in the Yank Your Yarn shop, and you can find them there, of course, Yank Your Yarn at Etsy. So I have added yet another accessory box to the lineup of Yank Your Yarn products. And this is the mostly magnetic MKAL Mix Box of Notions. So this is a box of project support for your mystery knit along. I started this as an answer to, Stephen West's famous knit alongs, and it's a box of a whole bunch of little notions that you would find very useful. And you can also get it with one of the chain row counters as an extra add-on. So what is in this little box? Well, first of all, the box is not that little. In order to cram everything into it, it had to be kind of big. So it is about 3 inches by 3 inches, but it still should fit comfortably in your project bag. It does lock. It's a nice little plastic box, but it does have this magnetic pad down there in the bottom. So let me put this onto the second camera so that you can see just what all comes in here. So here is the box itself. As you can see, it's fairly sizable, and it does have a lot of stuff in there. So there is a tiny pair of scissors, which are very sharp despite their size. There is one of the crochet hook keychains in 3 different sizes there that are very handy for when you are on the go. And then there are some of my progress keepers. It comes with a set of 5 of the reverse clippy markers. As you can see there, these are the ones that have the lobster clasp on one side, but then the ring on the other side. So that is very handy. And then there are also 3 of the the hex stitch comes next in oops, right side, and wrong side. So that is just a nice mix of progress keepers to help you stay in place. Then there are also 2 as you can see there, darning needles for when you do get to weave in your ends. And then there are 15 of the little magnetic US 6 4mm stitch marker. And that is on that little magnetic pad, so they will not fall out very easily. So what you have here is just a nice little set of almost everything you would need, and there's still room to add to this little thing here. You can toss in some more stitch markers, or perhaps a tape measure, or some other things that you might need with your notion set. And so that is just a nice little handy everything in one place kind of notions box, and it would make a very nice gift as well. Now, I do sell those in the just the box themselves, or I also offer with a chain row counter. So the box by itself is $25. If you want to add a chain row counter on there as well, that brings it up to $45, but you save $5 if you were going to buy them separately. So you save a little bit there. The chain row counters, of course, are the ones that you saw earlier in the show. There is the square one, the triangular one, the knitting on the dark side of the moon, and then there is also the cat-shaped one, the cat's in the cradle again. So you can do the notions box by itself or with one of the chain row counters. And it makes a really nice gift and just a really nice additional item for your project bag. So that is the mostly magnetic MKAL box of notions. Now, longtime fans of my shop know that every time I do one of these shows, I have a secret word of the show, and this time is no different. This time, those secret words are stuff my stocking. Take those words and enter them into the notes section of Etsy checkout, and you will receive 2 extra free gifts. One of them is a mini crochet hook keychain. The other one is, well, whatever I feel like at the moment, but I'm sure it'll be something fantastic. Make sure you enter the words "Stuff My Stocking" into the notes section of Etsy checkout, not into the coupon code area, because it won't work there. Make sure you put them into the note section and stuff that stocking. So the question is, how do I add something from a website to an Amazon wish list? It's actually very easy. What you do first is Google how to add Amazon Universal Wish List button. The very top one is from Amazon. Click on Add Items to your lists or registries from other websites. It will pop up this Amazon Assistant page. You click on that, and it'll automatically download a little widget that looks like the letter A for Amazon into your top toolbar on your internet page. So, whenever you go shopping on an internet page, such as Yank Your Yarn, and you see something awesome that you really would like, you click on the A, and then it'll pop up with this little box. And so you click on Add to List, and it will automatically link that web page into the Amazon wish list, where you can add a comment, say how many, or just say buy everything from Yank Your Yarn and I will love it. And that's how you can add things that you love from other web pages into an Amazon wish list for husbands like mine who just like things all in one place. So thank you so much for coming to visit me today with Yank Your Yarn and letting me show you all these great things that I have in my shop. But I do want to let you know that I have a constant discount going on in my shop. When you place an order on the Etsy page, you will automatically receive a 15% discount with any purchase $16 and up. You don't even need to enter a coupon code. You just buy $16 worth of products and you will automatically get a 15% discount. You also get free shipping if you live in the United States. If you live outside of the United States, I do offer low-cost flat rate shipping. And my items are really light, so if you've got a few friends you want to get together and place a big order, just let me know, because I want to make sure that everybody that orders gets a free gift with every order, no matter where on the planet it goes. So remember, if you want to get a discount, you spend more than $16, you'll get an automatic 15% discount, as well as free shipping in the United States and a free gift with every order. Now, again, I just want to thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you got to see everything you wanted to. Of course, you can always send me a message through the Etsy website. If there's something special that you want or something custom that you would like, just let me know, and we'll see if we can come up with it for you. And so that was everything I wanted to show you today from here at Yank Your Yarn. I say thank you very much, and goodbye from me, Bonnie Thomas. Have a good day.